you love me, and it's your girl Miko Love. Hey, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. What is up, y'all? I have honestly missed doing this so much with y'all. Life got it just got a little crazy, you know, like you try to do stuff and like, my dreams, right? Like everybody loves to chase their dreams, as we should, but real life happens and you kind of might have to place that stuff not to the back, just like scoot it to the side, you know, just put it to the side just a little bit until you get your bearings right and can jump back at it. So I'm back. Hey. Speaking of all of that, I want to talk about like restarting your life, because I feel like at a certain age, or even like we put so much pressure on ourselves, so it might not even matter what age. I know restarting can just feel like, what am I doing? Where am I going? How am I gonna get there? Oh my God, here I go again. Like, you know, it can just kind of be, it could be a lot. And it could be, so I'm gonna say, for me, restarting can be a good or bad thing. Sometimes, you know, you're living in your home state. Let's just say, for an example, you're living in your home state and nothing's really going on here. And, you know, you're ready to start over. You're planning to start over and things go as planned, you know. That's a good restart. Like most of the time, all restarts are stressful, but that one is more so on the excited end than the like, fuck, what am I gonna do? Like, you know what I mean? So there's that side to it. And then the other side of restart can be one that is unexpected. I can relate to the unexpected side because, well, I can relate to both sides. So I would say I relate to the unexpected side because I was living in Georgia for 2020. When lockdown first happened, I moved to Georgia in May, and I stayed there for like a year exactly, because I ended up moving back to my home state in May of this year. And that was not a restart that I was necessarily looking for. Granted, I wasn't super happy in Georgia, and I was ready to move. I was not ready to move back to my home state, and I was not ready to move back to my home state at the time that I had to move back, if that makes sense. So that was really unexpected, and I kind of just had to roll with the punches and kind of like, ooh, y'all, it was a lot of crying. I'm not even gonna lie. It was a lot of crying, and it was a lot of panic and fear and question marks. Like, I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I'll be honest, I got laid off from my job. Like, I was told that I was gonna be fine. They were doing layoffs, and I was told that I would be fine. And then that next week I came in and was told that Friday was going to be my last day, because the numbers that they were projecting, that was not the correct projection. So I ended up being one of the people that got laid off. I was pissed. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was so upset. I was so upset because you're told one thing, so you're like, oh, okay, cool, I'm straight. Like, I don't have to worry about it. Bills is gonna be good. Like, you feel me? I can like live my life still. I don't have to make any sudden changes. I wasn't super happy at my job, and I wasn't working the best job, but I had a job. So I wasn't like, whatever, you know, I had a job and I was able to do what I needed to do for myself living out there. And then that got taken away like that. And I had to get my life. Like, I genuinely had to get my life. Like, I probably cried for a couple of days. Like, I won't lie. I definitely cried after he told me the news. I walked outside and was like, fuck this. Like, tears. Like, what am I gonna do? I called my mom. I was like, what? Like, what's happening? I don't know. What's next? I had been applying, y'all. I had been applying to jobs for like since November. of 2020, because I was just like, I just want to find a more permanent, more like job that I actually like, you know. And I could not find anything, y'all. I have a degree. I'm smart, you know, I'm a hard worker. I be at jobs for years. Like, so but I could not find anything. Like, I genuinely could not find anything. Or nothing was, I wasn't getting any callbacks. Like, it was the craziest thing. Granted, it was 2020. That's a pandemic, you know. So, but they out here telling people that people don't want to work. No, people are not hiring. People want to work. People are tired of probably pinching pennies, living check to check, or unemployment to unemployment, or having to save their unemployment. Like, people are tired of that. So that's why I say that to say, people, it's not that people don't want to work. It's they not hiring, especially in certain states. Don't judge, okay? So whatever, got laid off. I cried for like 3 days, and then I was like, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. So it just so happened that I was coming home for my niece's 13th birthday. My sister had told me like months in advance, I want you to surprise Rennie. We call my niece Rennie. Her name is Serenity. We call her Rennie. I want you to surprise Rennie for her 13th birthday. Like, you know, just come for the weekend, whatever. So I was like, bet, like, I'm not gonna miss my niece's 13th birthday. Y'all will learn to know, as y'all learned me, that I am a huge family person. So I was gonna come, period. So I was coming home anyway, and I was just like, I'm gonna just stay. Like, I'm just gonna have to stay home. I didn't have a job. I had bills to pay. I was like, I'm just gonna have to make it work. I might have to do like Uber or something, Uber Eats, something to just bring in cash until I can get an actual job. So I came home. I did what I had money in my savings. So, you know, I did what I needed to do with that. And I lived my life just a little bit for about like a good, I think I didn't work for almost, yeah, for like a month. Like, I was out of a job for a month. Panicked as hell, okay? But most of my bills got paid because I had money in my savings account. So while I was doing that and just doing like Instacart or whatever, it's kind of living at that point. Because I was like, fuck it. Like, it can't get no worse than this. So why not just live? Just a little bit. I ended up getting a job and I moved home. So that was a really unexpected restart. As I think today, I believe that everything happens for a reason, but that doesn't make it any less scary in the moment. But I think that me coming home was really good. And it hasn't been too bad, right? Like, okay, yeah, I don't want to be in my home state, but like, I live in a really nice state. And it's really not that bad. So like, I can make it work, you know? But that to me was an unexpected restart, a sad area in time that I had to go through and kind of figure out. But before all of that, let's bring it back. Before I moved to Georgia, I just graduated college from the Grambling State University. Okay, don't play with her. I graduated from there in March of 2020. And my best friend and I visited Atlanta, or Georgia. We had visited like a year before that, for spring break or whatever. And we were like, we're moving here. We're gonna come to Georgia. Like, once we graduate, that's it. And so we had both been looking like before graduation, and we ended up like getting a house out there and like cool living, like, you know, like, so that's why I say I relate on both sides, because 1 year I was living it up. I was like, I'm going to Georgia, I'm gonna be in Atlanta, wow, like, you feel me? Like, I was super excited, and then the next year shit came crashing down, and you just kind of have to learn how to adjust. I think that is the biggest thing about adulthood, especially when you're in your 20s, early 20s, you know, like, you're gonna have to probably learn how to adjust. And it's gonna probably happen more than once. This is not gonna be the first time that something unexpected happens. Now, it may not be me having to move like to a whole nother state or anything like that or whatever, but this is not gonna be the end of unexpected things. Like, it's just about how you go about it. It's about your mindset. that's the time where you either gonna fold or you not. Like, and if you fold for a couple days, I told y'all I cried for like 3 days because I was like scared. Like, I do pay all of my bills. I'm grown now, so I pay what I have to pay. And that was scary to not know how I was gonna pay for something. So yeah, I hella folded for a good 3 days, a good 72 hours. I did. And then I was like, all right, what's next? Like, all right, let's get it together. Let's get shit rolling. Like, I can't just be sad the whole time. What the fuck? Sad ain't gonna pay no bills. Sad ain't gonna bring in no money. Like, I gotta get to work. So that's to me what restarting looks like. Both ends of the spectrum. Now, does a restart make life harder? Absolutely. Majority of the time, right? Unless you like restart and you're got like a new job in your field and you have to move. I'm manifesting for myself. I would be excited. So I don't think that would be a hard restart. But I am currently in the process of restarting to follow my actual passion, which is entertainment, which is radio, which is talking, hosting. Baby girl wants to do it all as long as she's in front of that camera, okay? I went to school for it, so like this is what I want to do. And I feel like because we are human and we have to make things happen for ourselves, it can kind of be hard to just focus on those things, like I was saying earlier, because you have bills and you have stuff that you have to pay. But I was encouraged by one of my close friends. She is also restarting to follow her passion, and that was really inspiring to me because it takes a lot of balls to like quit your job and be like, I'm going after it. But do I absolutely 100% think it could pay off? Yeah. Now here's the thing. Us, people who are in their early 20s, who were born in like 1997, 96, 95, no, 94, whatever. People in their 20s, right? Us. You listening. We have a hard time taking stuff in stride. Like most of us want it today. Like, I'm gonna quit my job and this better work out tomorrow. I better be on somebody's TV screen tomorrow. I'm like that. I'm very impatient. I'm like that. I won't lie. But that's not life. And I feel like you set yourself up for disappointment when you have that type of mindset. Now, though I think it is important to chase your dreams, and if that involves you having to like drop maybe something that you're doing so you could put that energy into something else, I'm all for it. I do say have a plan, as much of a plan as you can. It doesn't have to be step 1 through 30, but maybe 1 through 10. Like, let's just get it started. This was a step for me. Sit down, buy you a ring light, get your topics together, sit down and get it done. This is step 1 for me. Step 2 would be editing. Step 3 would be uploading, having the courage to upload and see what happens. And step 4 would just be consistently doing it, putting myself on a schedule. You know what I mean? So I think you have to start small, but you have to have a plan. You have to have a plan. You can't just stop your income. And I mean, maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe your parents will help. I don't know. I'm not saying that mine wouldn't. Mine can't pay all of my bills. So like I have to, find ways around it and find time to do it. That's another thing, finding time. If you really bout it, you'll find the time that you need to, do what you want to do. Even if it's just 30 minutes. Even if you're a writer and you're trying to write a book. But you work 2 jobs and you might have a kid. And so when you come home, you cooking and you doing homework or, whatever you may be doing. When the kids go to bed, or when you're done helping your parents or your grandparents, whatever your responsibilities may be when you're at your house, you might have to stay up a little longer and just take 30 minutes and just write. Okay, I'm gonna take a shower, and before I go to bed, I'm gonna write 30 minutes. I'm gonna write a new story to go into my book, start another chapter, whatever it may be. You have to find the time, and you will. Like I said, if you really want it, you definitely will. So yeah, I don't think anybody should be scared of restarting. I think also that you have to have consistency. So I would say, if I had to give my top 3 things for restarting, I would say it's about your mindset, the time that you put in it, and your consistency. Those would be my 3 things. I say mindset because, like I said, like, things are not going to happen overnight. And you can't get scared. You can, you're human. You're allowed to get scared. But you have to shake yourself out of that, and out of that fear, and push forward, push past it. I'm speaking to myself too as I say this, because I am human and things are scary. But you know, that's why I say mindset. It's all about your mindset. Have a positive mindset. I don't know, get up and be like, it's gonna be a positive day, girl. Oh, boom, boom, boom. I look cute, you feel me? Like, it's gonna be a positive day. And you start from there. It's that. I said time, because finding the time, you gotta do it if you want to do it. And then consistency, because ain't nobody gonna watch nothing, or ain't nobody gonna read something or support something that isn't consistent. You can't support somebody. You can, but it's hard. It's easier to support somebody that's consistently uploading videos. You know, it's like, ooh, go check this video out. Ooh, here's another one. Ooh, okay, boom, boom, bam. Or somebody that has a book, like, okay, she might, now a book, boom, you got your first book done, right? But then you're still posting little tidbits on Instagram or whatever. You know, that's still consistency. That's still keeping people involved and aware and in tune with, like, what you got going on. So those are my top 3 things. Like I said, I'm restarting my life right now, again, in the middle of my last restart. But hey, I felt like I needed to make a switch up and I needed to do something different. So that's what I'm doing. I'm restarting in the middle of my restart. Okay? Don't be scared of it. Do it. Like, please do it. Y'all, me talking to y'all right now and not having done anything like this for a couple months feels so good. Like, y'all see how I'm just talking? I'm just going like, let me tell you this, let me tell you that. Like, I'm just going because it feels good. And it's who I am and it's what I'm supposed to be doing. So do it. Like, just do it. Don't care about what no naysayers got to think. Don't have nobody in your circle. I got this from my friend. Don't have nobody in your circle that is telling you not to chase your dreams. Like, just do it. That is literally the last thing that I have for y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I hope that y'all will like and subscribe to my channel. I have a lot more stuff to talk about. As y'all can see, I can talk probably for another 30 minutes, probably. But I won't. I'll save all my juice for the next video, okay? I will see y'all later, because I'm back! Woo! Okay, bye, y'all. Baby, so go! Baby, so go! Baby, so